Let us have an explanation in the Abhidhamma Pitaka and its commentaries. Though the law of dependent origination is the most essential and peculiar teaching of the Buddha, the earliest Pali text gave very little explanation of how the formula is to be understood. It is only in the text of Abhidhamma Pitaka or in their commentaries where we come across a more or less detailed explanation of this important teaching. In the second book of Abhidhamma Pitaka, the Vibhanga, the explanation of Pratītyasamutpāda is divided into two sections. The Sutanta Bhajaniya, which gives the three life times, and the Abhidhamma Bhajaniya, in which one moment Ekchitta Khana interpretation is expounded. The traditional Sutanta explanation, as given in the commentary, has marked out the details with the reference to first, the three successive periods, Tayo Adha, two, the 12 constituents, Dvādasa Angani, third, the 20 modes, Visati Akar, the fourth, the three junctions, Tisandhi, and fifth, the four sections, Chatu Sankhepa, sixth, the three rounds, Tiribattani, and seventh, the two roots, Dve Mulani. This is the most exhaustive explanation of the subject matter given in the exegetical literature. Thus, the Sutanta Bhajaniya explains the cycle of birth and death, that is, sansara, in terms of the law of dependent origination of the things in 12 links, Dvādasa Angani, Pratītyasamutpāda. This is said to the most comprehensive, though short explanation of this Nyaya given by the Sutantikas. This explanation takes into consideration all the relevant chittas or types of thought and other dhammas. They belong to different periods of time and hence to several temporal orders. They form so many chitta khana as or moments of thoughts. All the same, they belong to the same logical order as represented by the 12 links. Pratītyasamutpāda, in a single moment of consciousness, the Abhidhamma Bhajaniya studies as to how far the logical order of the angas is applicable in the case of the chitta khana or thought moment. The Abhidhamma Matikas of Dhammasangani have been treated with the formula of the dependent origination. This remarkable application of the Pratītyasamutpāda is called in the commentary of the Vibhanga Sammoha Vinodani as the dependent origination within a single moment of consciousness, Ek Chitta Khana, Khanika Pratītyasamutpāda. The momentary states that which of the 24 modes of the relations, Pachayas, are applicable to which links of that momentary Pratītyasamutpāda. There it has to be borne in mind that dhammas involved in a certain type of chitta at a given moment belong to one and the same temporal order. As such, they arise, exist, and cease together. They belong to the same psychological order. Let us discuss the functioning of the law, a 20-mode rearrangement as suggested by Acharya Aniruddha. The Vidhambikas have attempted to throw light on the functioning of the law of dependent origination, Pratītyasamutpāda. Acharya Aniruddha has reviewed the links of law of dependent origination in the text Abhidhammat Sangaho. He says that while explaining the avidya and sankhara arising upon each other, the tanha, upadan and bhav should also be included. The order may be like avidya, Tanha, Upadan, Sankhara and Bhava. It will form the first unit of the 5 modes Akara. The second unit in this way will be beyond Namarupa, Salayatana, Phassa and Vedana, while exhibiting Tanha, Upadan and Bhava as interdependent Dhammas, the Avidya would be prefixed and Sankharas should come just before Bhava. It will take form as Avidya, Tanha, Upadan, Sankhara and Bhava. It will be the third unit. The last two links, Jati and Jaramarana, should be understood as beyond Namarupa, Salayatana, Phas and Vedana. It will be fourth unit. In this way, they will make the 20 modes. The 12 links being extended into 4 units of the 5 links each make 20 modes. The first unit of the 5 serve as the cause hetu in the past to generate the second unit of the 5 as effect in the present. The third unit of the 5 in the present serves as the cause for the generation of the last unit of the 5 as effect in the future. Meet on 3 junctions in the process of their functioning. The first unit meets with the second one, the second with the third one, and the third one with the fourth one. The 3 meets are called the 3 junctions, Tisandhi. In the process, arrangement into the 3 rounds, Kamma, Kilesa and Vipaka. These are the 3 circles, Vat, one moving the other, namely Kilesavatta or the circle of the defilement consisting of the Avidya, Tanha and Upadan. Kamma Vatta or the circle of the karma consisting of the active part in the process of the life, Kamma Bhava, together with all the kinds of the good and bad activities, Sankharas and Vipaka Vatta or the circle of Vipaka consisting of the resultant part in the process of life. Going deep into the nature of the each link and making a critical examination of their functioning, it becomes evident that Avidya and Tanha are the main forces working individually as well as collectively. They are called the 2 roots, Mula, and are accelerating forces behind the process of repeated existence. It is only through putting a stop to these roots that the process of repeated existence can be ended. The 12 links have been shown to constitute the rounds, Vat, of the Kamma, Kiles and Vipaka, the round of the Kiles being regarded as the mainspring of the cycle of existence. Now we are going to give concluding remarks of this module. Thus, it can be summarized that the law of dependent origination is profound in its nature. The spiritual comprehension of the Pratītyasamutpāda leads to the attainment of the Nidāna, a state of eternal bliss. The objectives of the teaching are to show how arising, samudaya and cessation, nirodha of suffering, dukkha takes place. The Buddha used this important teaching to not only explain personal suffering but also social suffering. Nowadays, the scholars are devoted to work on the social aspects of principle of interdependence after taking consideration of the theory of interdependence and karma. Man influences the environment not only through the moral and immoral qualities of his actions. For having true happiness, we should not only reflect on the interrelationship of all things in the natural order, but also see ourselves clearly as one system of causal relationship within that natural order, becoming aware first of the internal mental factors, then those which arise in our life experiences, in society, and ultimately in the world around us. Once this system of causal relationship is understood at the inner level, we are in a position to see the connections between these inner factors and causal relationship in the society. Thank you for hearing this module.